Hi, this is Wayne Goldsmith for Sports Thoughts. The most commonly asked question that I get is, what's the number one tip that you've got for coaches about coaching? What have you learnt over 3 decades in the sports industry, working with so many different coaches across the world? And I've got to say, having had the opportunity to work with coaches in Premier League football, with NBA coaches, with NFL coaches, with AFL coaches in Australia, with rugby coaches, with rugby league coaches, and with Olympic coaches in many, many sports. The number one tip that I've learned is this: keep learning. The most important thing that I've learned is to keep learning. The thing that I know stops you from being the coach that you can be is to start to develop a bit of arrogance that your way is the only way. Your way is the best way and everyone else is wrong. As soon as you put up those barriers to learning so that your own learning, development and growth stops, chances are you're not going to get much better as a coach. You know, I've met some remarkable coaches who've won Olympic gold medals who immediately after winning the Olympic gold medal sit down and plot what do they need to learn to repeat success in 4 years. I've met some remarkable rugby coaches who've won major championships and who've sat down and said, who do I need to go and talk to? Who can I learn from to ensure that next year I can repeat success? And I see that pattern over and over. The key to being a great coach is continuing to learn. And not just that, to try and set yourself a goal of accelerating your rate of learning to be equal to or greater than that of your athletes. Now, why would I say that? Because we're in a period of time when your athletes can get their hands on more information and higher quality information than any previous generation of athletes. They know what you know. They've learned every coaching secret there is. They've got it on their smartphone. They can figure out anything. They've got access to so much data that you've never had to deal with a group of so well-informed and so well-educated athletes. So they're learning, they're improving, they're growing. If you're not learning at the same or a faster rate than they are, you risk the greatest of all coaching problems, irrelevance. Once they feel that they've achieved and exceeded what you can offer them, they start questioning, well, do I really need this coaching relationship anymore? Your learning and your rate of learning has never been more important. So then the question comes down to practical tips for learning. One, first of all, after every session, ask yourself, what did I do today that I've learnt and I'm going to grow from, will make me a better coach for tomorrow? The second thing is have a network of coaches in your own sport and outside of your sport that you can talk coaching with. What sort of problems are they experiencing? How do they improve their coaching? How do they teach skills? How do they improve their periodization? Talk to other coaches about coaching. Third thing is read. Just read. Pick up books about coaching, about leadership, about success, about team development. Just read. Be a voracious and insatiable consumer of as much information as you possibly can. Best coaches I've known are just great readers. And 4, concentrate on the things that actually matter. Be aware of being sidetracked. You know, quite often I think we get on social media and there's people promising incredible results and short-term programs that will change your life. None of those things actually work. The things that we do know that work, have an open heart to continuous improvement, to ongoing learning, and every day just set yourself a simple task of learning one new thing. The secret to coaching success, the one thing I've learned in 3 decades, above all other things, keep learning.